Hi. Hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Jenny,
you know, we
hi.
always start the show with a dance, so we're just going to do a little dance.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, let me
All right. Okay. I like dancing. Okay. Oh, we're done? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Is this far away, or where should I? I'll sit over here. Okay.
Whatever you want. It's just a local show. Just kidding. You guys are great. So anyway, why don't you tell me a little bit about how you got your start in the restaurant business?
Well, it's a funny start. I was first, before I was interested in food, I was an ambulance driver.
Oh.
Yeah, I was an ambulance driver, and I used to drive around, and I used to pick up all these people that were dying, and all these people that have already died. And I was thinking, like, man, some of them, they had a lot of meat on them, you know? And I just saw all this like meat that was going to waste, and I was thinking, like, what are we doing with the future of our food? You know, what are we doing that we think we see a certain type of food, and we're like, that type of food can't be eaten. And there's another type of food that for some reason's like, yes, eat all that food, eat all the food, but we're running out of cows, we're running out of resources, and there's so many more resources out there that we could take advantage of. That we can, like...
So you're talking about like a farm-to-table kind of...
Yeah, very much like that.
French Laundry.
Something where you could see where your meat comes from.
Sure.
And have it delivered directly to your table.
Yeah.
And eat it directly, so you could meet your meat.
Oh, that's fun. See, I haven't been to your restaurant, but I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a really great idea.
It's good. It's really fresh. It's really new. It's the meat that comes in, they're all willing participants. They're all people that have really, like, invested their time. They're interested in this. We're not taking advantage of anyone.
Say there are people who are interested?
Yes. That's the philosophy in Meet Your Meat. It's saying, like, get rid of the poultry, bring on the people. That's our big slogan on the bottom.
Sorry, I'm just checking in with my producer.
It's what
you serve people meat?
Yes, mostly people meat. And
the
also
other?
fresh organic or vegetables, straight from the farm vegetables,
Oh.
and straight from anything where you could actually see where it comes from. That's what we eat. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well,
How do you get your people?
Mostly Craigslist. It's mostly Craigslist. We go out there and we say, hey, who doesn't have a lot of money right now? Who doesn't have a lot of money? Who's very poor? Who's very willing to do whatever they want in order to get some more money and provide for their family? And these people come in and listen, I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey, yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. You're thinking we're like chop it up people, we're on top of a mountain, we're a soccer team. We're not like that.
What?
Okay?
What are you saying?
We're not a soccer team eating people on top of the mountain.
What
What
is that reference?
It's a reference to people that actually ate people on top of a mountain. We're not the Donner Party. We're not anything like that. We are choosing to eat people, and the people that are being eaten have chosen to be eaten. So it's...
Yeah, but I mean, you're choosing people who don't have a lot of money, and you're saying you'll pay them for body parts, so that doesn't seem like they're choosing. It seems like you're bringing
Right.
first.
It seems like they're taking advantage of an opportunity. And they're taking advantage of opportunity, and then they're gaining money and providing for their family. And yes, they'll lose an arm. They'll lose a leg, but in this economy, when is that not happening?
What? No, that's insane. What are you saying?
No, I'm saying that
No one loses their arm when we get into a recession. I don't.
Well, now they can. Because often people don't need two arms. Nowadays, everyone's texting with one hand.
Oh my God.
Everyone's typing with one hand for the most part. People typing skills have gone out the window,
That's
and people
not
are just.
A fact.
I have seen it firsthand that people just type like this. It's not meant to be, but it can be. Is that? Do you guys like puns? Do you want Okay, so I've seen it firsthand, but not secondhand, because that secondhand is given to hungry people who are hungry. And hey, every Tuesday we invite the homeless over to have a little bite themselves.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
do they know what they're eating?
Yes, we let them know what they're eating by the time they have finished eating. Because we find when people come into the restaurant without knowing, it's a much better experience for them, because it's sometimes people are very critical when they come in and they see that people are on the menu, but
wait, but don't they see the people first? You said it's a meet your meat.
Yes, but they
Dress
don't.
them up in a cow costume?
No, that would be silly. That would be ridiculous.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That would be. No, they greet people at the door. They shake their hands and they say, "Hi, my name is Steve," and that's all. And later, when they see Steve is on the menu, people don't always connect that it's the same Steve that they have met. But when it is discovered that it is the same Steve, often people are pleasantly surprised. It's a nice little. We get a brand of returning customers are like, Steve's good. I'd like to have more Steve.
What do you do when you run out of Steve?
We go to Ralph's, not the supermarket.
A man named Ralph?
No, we don't kill a man named Ralph. We take his arm, we take his leg.
Jesus.
A lot of butts, actually. A lot of people, it keeps people moving if you take their butt. It's actually it's getting rid of the obesity problem, because everyone has a lot of fat in their butt, but that's good meat. If you slice it off, then they'll keep moving and they won't sit down.
What food do you even cook? What is this, Asian fusion? Like, what do you stew? What?
Well, stew is on the menu. Both the meal.
Is that another pun?
Yes, actually, that's our most famous pun. The stew is great. Everyone loves the stew. They gobble down the stew. But there's also the the Tandra turkey, and the Tamara.
It's not a turkey if it's a person.
Well, it has quotation marks around it, so it's okay. It's allowed.
All right.
It's for those people that don't want poultry. It solves a lot of like allergen problems.
Oh, no one's allergic to people?
No, it turns out no one's allergic to people. We have found it, and we try to match the customer's allergies with the allergies of the food, of the person of the food. So if there's a pollen allergy, they'll eat someone with a pollen allergy. So that way the allergies stay the same. It doesn't multiply, it doesn't add on to people. If they're lactose intolerant, they'll eat a lactose intolerant person, because that person hasn't had any dairy because they were lactose intolerant. So it really helps. It's really like an easy way. And you can't ask a chicken, "Hey, what have you eaten today?" But you can ask Sarah, "What has she eaten today?"
Before you cut her butt off.
Yes.
All right, well, it's time for some audience questions.
Okay.
All right. Oh, thank you so much, studio audience. I see a hand over here.
Jenny?
Sir.
Jenny?
Yeah.
I was wondering how I could...
I think the mic's over there.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Whose show is this?
I'm not gonna lie. I just took over for Mari. It's been a pretty tough couple of weeks. I don't know how to know if this is.
It looks like you've already been at our restaurant. Have we took your earlobes? Oh, okay. Yeah, the earlobe medallions are very popular right now.
Oh, yeah.
I
I was hoping that you would explain a little bit more about how your Asian cuisine, how you guys, I know you guys don't farm raise specifically, but I know how you guys have a certain quality that you guys want to meet. So, how do you guys go about meeting the quality of your food?
Wow, great question.
I know, right?
Thank you.
That is a great question. We try to match the ethnicities of the people with the ethnicities of the food. So Asian will mostly be served over rice. And
great, that's really racist.
There's different brands of rice. I mean, there's white rice, there's brown rice, there's all sorts of colors of rice. So it's not as racist if you mix up the rice medleys. Then it's just a medley of rice, and it's one group of people. So And for instance, there's also some great Mexican food in our restaurant. We do a lot of over tortillas and beans, and it's quite delicious. It's really you'll be surprised, is what it is.
Super. All right, another audience question. Let's see who's Missy. I see that you really want to ask a question. So,
hi. So I was wondering, your after dinner mints were quite bland, and I was just wondering if you were in the works of making any amendments to those after dinner.
Oh, the after dinner mints.
Yes.
Yeah.
you've been there.
Yes, absolutely. It's great.
Jesus Christ.
See, we have fans all over the place.
Apparently.
Yeah, the after dinner mints are a problem right now that we're trying to address because it all depends on we find the aftertaste depends on the personality of the person that you ate. So sometimes strong personalities can linger. They won't leave the room. They'll stay at the party too long, let's say. Okay? So we need a strong after dinner mint that'll combat that. Now the problem is it's hard to figure out what's in an after dinner mint and how we could take that out of a person.
Take it out of a person?
Yes. We have found that though if you suck on a nice testicle for a very long time,
Right.
it often changes the flavor depending on what that man has eaten.
Oh boy.
If there's a lot of mangoes involved, it's very sweet. It's a very sweet testicle, and that often acts as a nice little like after dinner mint. I mean, people have been eating bull testicles forever. It's only just a matter of time.
Yeah, when they're poor and starving.
Now we're bringing that street food from the people to the elite. That's all.
All right,
we're
we
doing.
got time for 2 more questions, you fucking psycho. Yeah, you in the back here.
I like what you guys are saying about, well, maybe not you, but you most
Okay.
certainly.
Thank you, by the way. Thank
What
you.
you're saying about providing meat to people that are interested in cannibalism. What
Yeah.
about people that are just impoverished? And this is an idea that I've had. What if you gave everyone that came into your restaurant an IQ test, and the people who scored lowest would then be manufactured into food to be exported? I don't know if this would be
That's a great idea.
Great. We've got an audience full of eugenicists.
No, that is a great idea.
You bunch of Hitlers. All right.
I would like to make a point. You're the one who brought up Hitler, but I'd like to make a point that Hitler was a famous vegetarian.
What?
Famous vegetarian.
Are you saying?
So if you want to get as far away from Hitler as you could possibly get, it would probably be a cannibal. That's all I'm saying. And cannibals have rights too. That's another point.
What? I can't even address that. We tell me one more question. Is anyone here not a fucking psycho? Yeah, you, button up.
Can you tell me about your kids' menu?
Right. That's a good question. It was a very good question. We try to have a prize with every kid's meal that comes, and it's now it should be clear that kids' menu are for kids. But we find that
And not of kids?
well, we've been having a lot of legal issues with the kids right now of dealing with minors. So usually in that case, we usually go for puppies or kittens. Anything that a kid will usually play with, thereby we can have it so the kid will be playing with a one-legged dog beforehand, and then they get to experience the taste of that dog later. And the prizes are usually what the dogs have played with that day, or it's like we have a nice little like mini kitchen set, so they can come home and they can pretend they're eating their friends, whatever they want to do.
What? Why would a kid like that? What? And also, how did we get an audience of 100% psychopaths? I'm not working with NBC anymore. This is insane. How did you find these people?
There's a lot of fans of the restaurant.
Leave! Leave!
Thank you.
Get off of my show! Jesus! Oh, well, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial commercial break, and then it's time for the kids' happy time hour. So see you in a second.
Great. Commercial break. Talking about mayonnaise, talk about mustard, talk about all sorts of condiments, some Pepsi, some sodas. It's a commercial break. What do you want to do when you want to marry a pretty girl? You better get some cigarettes. Buy that girl some cigarettes, and they'll smoke you into love. What do you have? It's a puppy. That puppy needs some food. Better get food for the puppy, or the puppy will die in the street alone. Street alone, not in your home. If you want a puppy in your home, it's gotta live. A live puppy, gotta eat a puppy. Come on down to meet your meat. And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
You ready for the hello song? Yay! We're gonna sing the hello song. Hello, how are you? And how do you do? It's so nice to see you. Hello, how are you? Hail Satan! All right. Okay, let's see. I'm here at the playground, but where are all of my friends?
Oh, hello.
Do you see my friends? I don't see anyone. Why, it's Christina. Hi, Christina.
Hi.
Can you wave to the nice people? Oh, that's great, Christina. So happy to see you. What are you doing today?
Well, I'm feeling sad today.
You are? Why are you sad today?
Ah, 'cause Petey.
What about Petey?
Petey says he doesn't like Satan.
Petey doesn't like Satan? Oh, no. Why not?
Petey says that Jesus is better and Satan is bad.
Boo! Boo, Jesus! Boo!
Petey's an idiot.
Oh, no, that's not a nice...
Petey's a fucking moron.
Christina! We don't say that about our friends, even if they disagree with us and they don't acknowledge that Satan is our Lord and Master.
Boo.
Oh.
Petey said that Jesus died for our sins, but I'm like, sins are fucking sweet.
You're right, Christina. Sins are fucking sweet. How about a hug? That was fun. Maybe Petey will come to the park and we can talk to him about why he doesn't love Satan.
I don't know.
Do you think we should call out his name?
Do you guys want to see that fucking idiot?
Do you want to see Petey? All right. Oh, Petey.
I'll get him.
Okay, let's sing.
Hey!
There you are, Petey.
Oh, she was just saying I should come on up.
Well, yeah, we want to have a little word with you, Petey.
Oh, about what?
I heard you love Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, why?
Well, he does a lot of cool things. Like he turns like bread and he makes a lot of bread and he like fish, there's a lot of fish.
Oh boy, here we go again. Petey, the Bible was written by people. That That's all just a bunch of hooey.
What? No, Jesus wrote the Bible himself.
Oh, Petey.
He sat down and he typed it out on his magic typewriter.
Oh, sounds just like a Catholic, Petey.
You better be careful. You know, God's gonna smite you.
Petey, God is a common misconception. Satan is just a symbol for all of our worldly desires and pleasures. You see, most atheists are actually Satanists because they believe there is no God, and the true highest deity is our own desires.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's true.
So Satan will give you anything you want?
Well, Satan is more of a symbol than an actual person. He's sort of like the Baltimore Orioles mascot.
Oh.
Do you like baseball?
Sometimes I got a hat.
Okay. Then you're gonna love Satan.
Oh, yay!
True.
What about if I wanted, like, to eat all the candy?
I think that's a great idea.
What?
But I bet your pastor would tell you, no, no, no.
He said, I'll get a stomachache and I'll burn in hell for all eternity.
Now what sounds better, Petey? Burning in hell? Or simply dying and becoming non-existent and knowing that you lived your life as fully as you wanted to?
Wow, when you put it that way.
Oh. So what do you say? Are you ready to come to the Church of Satan with us and participate in our unholy rites?
Sure, what type of rites are there?
Oh, well, we have lots of fun. We put on spooky robes and we light spooky candles.
I like spooky things.
You do? It's like Halloween every Sunday, and then we all make out.
Oh, great. Making out is the best. That was so fun.
Do you hear that? I think I hear something. Rumble, rumble, rumble.
It sounds like my best desires and worst fears.
Satan is here! Let's all give a big hand for Satan! Yay! Hi, everyone. Hi, Petey!
Wow, Satan.
Do you believe in me now?
Well, now that I see you, I guess yes.
Oh, great! I can't wait to see you on Sunday!
Oh, man, are we going to eat all the candy?
You bet, Petey!
Hey, Satan,
Yes?
this Sunday,
Yes?
will I get to touch a boob?
Oh, Petey! We insist that you do!
Yay!
Want to make out?
Yeah! Making out is the best!
I agree! Oh, Satan, you're drooling. Well, Petey, do you have any more questions for Satan while he's here?
One thing, what's the deal with hell and burning in it forever?
Doesn't exist!
Yay!
Well, guys, I think it's time to sing the goodbye song. Are you ready?
Sure am!
All right!
Here it comes!
All hail Satan, our Lord and Master. He is the best, and he'll make your life better. So praise him every single day. Let's all hail Satan, then we'll shout hooray! All right, goodbye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone!
Bye. Have a Satanist day.
It took a muscle break! Tell you how to drive a car. 4 cars about to ram. Yeah, this will be the background now. Still commercial, fluidly done. First, I'll introduce you.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah, give me that.
Yeah. Live TV, guys. Anything could happen.
Anyone could show up. No, it's fine.
No, weird. Yeah, okay. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Hello, friends! How you doing out there?
Woo!
This is the part of the show where we decided not to write new material. So we're going to do a little bit of stand-up for you. Woo! Give it up! Our first stand-up, she's wonderful. You've seen her earlier. Please welcome Katelyn Hempstead. Yay!
So much. I know you think there's a bit here, but it's literally just straight stand-up. All right. I'll start with the question. When you guys were little, did you ever worry you were going to grow up to be pedophiles? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, thank God, it's not just me. Because like when I was like little in the 90s, when like that was just in the air, it was like the prevailing message that I got like at school and from the TV was like, don't be scared, you're perfectly safe, but everyone you meet wants to steal you and have sex with you. And it was terrifying. And at a certain point, like it clicked in my mind, probably while watching Oprah after school, like, oh man, there was a time when like pedophiles were attracted to the right age of people. Like they were 9 and they had a crush on a 9-year-old and they felt fine about it. And then they turned 12 and they were like, it's like a little weird, but it's not that bad. And then they turned like 25 and they were like, well, fuck me. And I had a lot of empathy for them, especially because when I turned 13, like puberty hit me real hard. And I was just like, oh my God. Nothing is ever going to be hotter than a 13-year-old boy. Wow. And like their skinny legs and like their hairless chest and like their little spikes in the front. Oh my God. Oh, and then like Johnny Popovich and like Hal Malone would get in the water polo pool and they would like take their shirts off and just wrestle with each other. It was bananas. And I was like, I was terrified that I was going to be like a 30-year-old just like watching high school boys walk by doing the like, I keep getting older and they stay the same age. Like early career Matthew McConaughey. So anyway, long story short, I'm not a pedophile. You can clap if you want. You don't have to. Yeah, no, I'm super not. My tastes have like changed as I grew older. Like I got to college and I was like, oh, I'm into like hot guys, like guys with muscles and like bleached tips. And then like now I'm 25 and I'm going through this shift where it's like, I like guys who just like look their age. Like they just got like a little bit of a receding hairline, do you know what I mean? Like a squishy belly, not fat, just soft in the middle. Ladies, you know when you're in the club and you feel that like squishy belly on your back and you're just like, oh damn, this guy lives a sedentary lifestyle. You can take care of my kids, baby. Oh, just kidding, I still like hot guys. You find me relatable, right? I'm not hearing you. I know I'm relatable because I like music. And I recently found out that there's a name for like the genre of music that I like. Like I thought it didn't have a name, but it does. It's called PBR&B. It's a portmanteau. It's PBR, like terrible white people drink, and then R&B, like smart black people make. And then you smush them all together, and it's like, you know, like Miguel or like Drake, I guess. It's like smooth jam R&B. But I have a bone to pick with it, and with hip hop in general. And it's the verses and the chorus never match up. Like, if you turn on the radio and you hear some hip hop, you're gonna think of this set and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's so right. Because like, the verse will be like, please pardon my French. It'll be like, I murder pussy like a mafia don. I only get with bitches that wear Louis Vuitton, or something, whatever, I don't know. And then the chorus will be like, I'm gonna love you for the rest of my life. And it's like, did you Sierra and Ja Rule, did you guys talk before you went into the studio? Or did you both just show up at Sunset Gower on the same day? Like, I got a sick beat. This is gonna be a great song. My favorite part of that joke is thinking about like the technician in the booth after recording. Just like, I can't do it. These aren't one song. Flips over the mixing board. Oh, so mad. You guys like LA? Yeah? Oh my gosh, me too. And I was shocked that I liked it. Because, like, I come from Northern California where, like, the national sport is just, like, hating LA. Like, just talking about how terrible it is in Southern California. And then, like, one of the first weeks I was here, something just, like, really special happened. Like, it was just, like, one of those, like, perfect LA moments. I was driving home from my, like, very far, I was working on the west side and living in the valley. So it was, like, an hour each way every day. And I was driving home, and I tried to get to my off-ramp across a lane of traffic, and this guy wouldn't let me in. And he just, like, wouldn't move. He wouldn't go faster. He wouldn't go slower. When I sped up, he sped up. When I slowed down, he slowed down. I was like, what is this asshole doing? And I lost it. I'm a nice person except when I'm on the road, and I went mad with road rage. I was like screaming and swearing because I missed my off-ramp, and I like zoomed up beside him, and I like stared into the car to look at him, and I screamed, like my windows were up, but I screamed, "Fuck you and your ugly wife!" And I just like immediately was like, "Oh, you monster." And I had to like mentally apologize to him. And I looked a little more closely into a car, and it was a man, and buckled into the seat beside him was a beautiful blonde golden retriever, seatbelt on, fully harnessed in. And I was like, man, I love a city where a man will take his precious dog for a drive on the freeway, but still drive like an asshole. All right. Oh, you guys, your next comic's so great. You saw him 7 or 8 minutes ago. It's Dave Child.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Oh, guys, I want to start off by telling you about some spooky doings. Some real spooky doings that have happened to me. And it started with a little app called Tinder. Gets spookier. Hold on. So the first thing that happened was I got a message from a lady. And yeah, but this was, I hadn't had messaged her. So she was the first message. Already spooky. Already scary. So I went like, oh, okay. I read the message. It was a nice message. So I'm going to look at this profile. I went to the profile, and the profile was gone. So I went back to the message, and the message was gone. I was Tindering a ghost. I contacted Tinder. I'm like, this Allison contacted me, and they were like, Allison? We haven't had an Allison here in 30 years. I like to think that she was driving while swiping and got into a horrible car accident, blood everywhere. It's terrible. No one survived. But she had some unfinished business. She just needed one person to swipe right. And I was that person. And I let that soul free. So I felt pretty good about that. Recently I realized I have to stop hitting on women at the Olive Garden. Because when I'm there, they're family. I also feel like recently I've been feeling like so fat that I want to cut myself. A piece of cheesecake. Am I right, ladies? Am I right, ladies? Ladies! I just high-fived a dude. Not a lady at all. What? I do want to lose weight, but the problem is I have two voices in my head that seem to be competing. One of them is like, hey, Dave. Hey, wake up, Dave. Hey, Dave.
should run 10 miles. Oh, Dave, you should run a marathon. Yeah, you run a marathon, get washboard abs. You should get washboard abs, and you should play in a jug band. You should play in a jug band. You'll be behind this one guy who's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And you'll be behind him like, ding, 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 ding. And all the ladies love you because you're in a band.
That voice is easy to ignore. But then there's the other voice which is just like, well, time to go to bed. Better eat a pizza. A little pizza nightcap. By which I mean I shall wear a pizza as a cap. And I shall let it dribble into my mouth. And I shall eat that pizza from that place. And when I go to bed, I will not sleep under blankies. Nay, I shall sleep under a giant Mama's and Papa's pizza. But over the course of the night, I'll get hungry. So I'll eat that pizza until I am cold. So by the morning, I'll have to order another pizza. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizzas are your linens, you sleep so greasy. End of that joke. As soon as I say greasy, everyone's like, yeah! Usually, but okay. I am trying to, I'm working on some impressions, so if I can get a name of, this is going to be all improv, so let's see how this goes. Just the 90s sitcom theme song of some sort, 90s sitcom theme song. Okay, I heard Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all right. That's cool, that's a hard one, but okay. Can I get like a singer-songwriter of some sort, a singer-songwriter to emulate? Okay, I heard Tom Waits, all right. Haven't tried this before, but I guess I'll try Tom Waits singing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. Let's give it a go. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. I chill out, relax, and all cool, and shoot some people outside by the pool with a couple of guys who are up to no good. I started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got one little fight and my mom got scared, said you're moving with your auntie and uncle to Bel-Air. I wished for a cab, I would have came near. The license said fresh and there was dice in the mirror. If anything, I thought this cab was rap. I thought, nah, forget it. You're home to Bel-Air. I'm a jaboo shipper. I say jaboo shipper. I say jaboo. All right, thank you. All right. Now we're going to try something we've never done before.
Yeah, but we've always dreamed of doing.
Yeah, we've always wanted to do stand-up together, but we've never done that, so we're going to try and do stand-up together.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Here we go. Totally group mind.
Group mind, here we go.
Just gonna feel it out.
Okay. So I got some real spooky doings right now. Just real spooky doings. Started off with a little app called Tinder. It gets spookier than that. Okay, so I got a message on Tinder, and I got the message before I messaged them. So I looked at the message, and then I went to the profile, but then the profile was gone. So I went back to the message, and the message was gone. I was Tindering a ghost. I contacted Tinder, and I was like, have you heard of this Allison? And they were like, Allison? We haven't had an Allison here in 30 years. I like to think that she was swiping while she was driving, and then it was a horrible accident. No one survived, blood everywhere. But when she had some unfinished business, and she just needed one person to just swipe right, and I was that person, so I was able to set that soul free. So I felt pretty good about that. Recently I've realized I have to stop hitting on women at Olive Garden, because when I'm there, they're family. They're family.
Good news, I'm actually not a pedophile. You can clap if you want. I don't care.
I've also been feeling like so fat that I want to cut myself. A piece of cheesecake, am I right, ladies? Ladies! I just high-fived a dude. Wasn't a lady at all.
No, I got to college and I was like, now I'm in doctor.
But I want to lose weight, but the problem is I have these two voices in my head. And one of them is just like,
Hey, wake up, Days! Hey, why did you run a mile? What? Hey, Dave! Why did you run 10 miles? Oh, Dave, why don't you run a marathon? Why did you get washboard abs? You can join a jug band. A jug band with those washboard abs. You'll be behind this one guy who'll be on a jug and be like, ooh, ooh. And you'll be like, ding, 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 ding. Oh, ladies love you because you're in a band. So that guy's easy to ignore. But then there's the other voice, which is just, well, time to go to bed. Burrito pizza. A little pizza nightcap. By which I mean I wear a pizza as a cap. And let it drip into my mouth. And from there I shall eat that pizza. But when I go to bed, I will not sleep under a blankie. Nay, I shall sleep under a giant Mama's and Papa's pizza. But over the course of the night, I'll get hungry until I am very cold. So I'll have to order another pizza. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. Oh, when pizza's on my linens, I sleep so greasy. That's the end of that joke. Usually gets a huge applause when I say greasy, but whatever. Alright, so I want to try something. Thank you. I want to try impressions. I haven't really done this before. I want to get a 90s theme song I could do. Any theme song. Okay, I heard Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay, now a singer-songwriter who would sing that. A singer-songwriter. Okay, I heard Tom Waits. So this is Tom Waits singing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. Here we go. Oh, I stood enough there, born and raised on the playground as well as most of my days. Until now, lax and relaxed and all cool. And shooting some people outside of the pool with a couple of guys who were up to no good. And started to tumble in my neighborhood. I got a one little fight in my mind. I got scared. Sitting moving on the yard, you know, come to Bel-Air. I wish a full cap. And when it came near, the license was fresh and it was nice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cap is rare, but I doubt I'll forget it. Home to Bel-Air. I push a push ba. I push a push ba. I push a push ba. I push a push ba.
Dog into the seat and still drive like an asshole. Now we heard there's a birthday in the house. Look at the birthday boy out here. Birthday boy out here. Birthday boy. Birthday boy, if you don't mind sitting. We're going to sing a very special birthday song.
Your pack is muted.
We just wanted to...
This entire time her pack has been
Picked
muted?
up on both of you.
Oh, okay, good.
It is.
That's okay.
We just wanted to... Scoot over, buddy.
Oh, cool.
We just wanted to sing you a little birthday song.
We're going to sing you a little birthday song.
Because we really appreciate all that you do for us.
Just, you do
appreciate
so
you
much.
guys.
Yeah.
And it's your birthday, and we felt like
Do I feed these?
it's
to you guys?
time. No. Those are all yours.
No. You one or the other. We don't care.
Okay.
1,
2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you
Which
now?
nobody can deny. Which nobody can deny.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out.
Out came the sun, shining upon the wind, and it's screaming, smile.